jobs now, they are all engineers. Where would they be working if we didn't have Kiira now? Where? And you have people calling themselves leaders, calling themselves planners, commissioner of backwardness. It's really so sad. You feel so, and then they are being pampered and flattered by the imperialists because they see they don't know what they are doing, and they will be used to sack our country. So therefore, what is happening here has already happened in some of the sectors. Like if you take the sector of the milk sector, because this is where I started, from the Rukora there. Because you can imagine, in 1952, when I started walking to the trading center of Ntungamo from our home, I started seeing in the shops of the Indians small tins of tinned milk. It was called condensed milk from New Zealand in Ntungamo. You know, they were buying tinned milk from New Zealand. And 2 miles away, our kraal, we had milk. But our milk could not go into the factory. So when we started our student movement, one of our first things we did in that area of the cattle corridor was to modernize the dairy industry. And when we came from the bush from 1989, we introduced milk coolers. Now the whole sector is vertically integrated from the farm to the table. But also the horizontal, because like now, apart from we are now exporting to the United States a protein called casein. Casein is a protein from milk, which apparently is used in medicine and things like that. So therefore, what you are witnessing here is the partial, not total. We are beginning implementation of the integration, vertically, but also horizontally. Now, if you look at the milk industry, what milk are the people drinking in the hotels? It is the Ugandan milk, Ugandan butter. So which means the dairy industry is now linked with the tourism industry. What will be the point of bringing tourists? And when they arrive here, they are drinking milk from New Zealand. All the money the tourists have brought goes back. When we came from the bush, there was something called Uganda Dairy Corporation. That dairy corporation, they would get powdered milk from Denmark and put in water of Lake Victoria here and stamp it Uganda Dairy Corporation. This is really amazing. And they didn't see anything wrong with that. So when I told them, I said, no, these Banyankore, who have been keeping cattle for the last 7,000 years, they can produce milk for Uganda. Somebody said they can't manage. Those are producing milk for drinking in their kraals. They cannot produce milk for industry. I said they can. So this is the big battle we have been having. What Museveni is talking about, lack of confidence, which the Africans had developed. I can see some of our generals, like General Mugume there. When we were fighting, I went to Nairobi, I went to Europe, and some people came to see me. They said, you know, what we should do is to hire Israelis to kill Idi Amin. I said, but if you want to kill Idi Amin, why don't we kill him for you? that Israelis should be the ones to be hired. You can't believe it. These are educated people putting on ties. What? It's really like a sickness. So I told those people, I said, first of all, we don't believe in assassinations. We shall remove Idi Amin, lock, stock, and barrel, uproot him completely. That's what we are working for. Not kill Idi Amin and then you get Maria Mungu coming up. If we want to do anything, we shall do it ourselves. So therefore, I'm very glad that, because the people who I must congratulate Paul Musasizi in particular. Because he's the one who made the Somoro something there, which I found, the Kasumoro one, looking like a teen. Karingaka Kevi. I found it there at Makerere. It is the one which, of course, I was already thinking about all that, but I was very happy to see that one of our young scientists had actually moved. And it is from there that we started funding them. That's where we are now here. Now, regarding the future, I don't see any problem. That $143 million, we shall get it for sure. And we shall also start planning for, because that one will deal with the expansion and completing this one here. Musasi told me that that will enable us to produce 10,000 vehicles a year, because what you have now will produce 2,500. So with the 143 million, we shall be able to produce 10,000. But we need to start on the lithium batteries, because Musasi has told me that lithium battery takes about 60% of the cost of the vehicle. So in order to get all our money here, we must resolve the issue of the lithium batteries made here. I'm talking with a number of investors. They are coming, actually. They are coming in big numbers. We may not even have to use government money only. The investors can bring their own money and share with us. So therefore, really, I congratulate everybody. I congratulate you Ugandans for gaining your confidence and standing on your own. As you have seen, these few steps we have taken, our economy is very stable. The shilling is gaining always against the dollar. You can see it. The shilling is not losing value. Why? Yes, we are still importing, but not too much. You can imagine some of the countries import food. They don't have food. And you remember the other time when there was a war in Ukraine, people were crying. So, what shall we eat? I said, what's the problem? Because there will be no wheat from Ukraine and from Russia. I said, what happened to muhogo? Don't you know muhogo? Why don't you eat muhogo? It's like a sickness. You have millet. Millet is much better than this wheat you're talking about. But they don't call it food. They think that wheat is the food. But what day? So that's why our currency is now stable, because we are still importing unnecessarily, but we are not as bad off as other countries. And Museveni is telling you about the drugs which our people have discovered from our traditions. They have actually found a cure for diabetes, complete cure. They found a cure for cancer. There is also a cure for malaria. So therefore, your country will, you the scientists, please wake up and dig more into our heritage, into the practices of your parents. They are all scientifically based. Amos Kaguta was a scientist. This is what I've been telling some of my scientists. Because Amos Kaguta and his colleagues, his group, he had a number of tools they were using. But one of them was called Ombunduru. Ombunduru was something they would use to brand, I think you call it branding, to apply heat to the cow. And you could see that they had the basics of science very clearly, because the mbundur proper would be iron or steel or whatever, a kyoma, but it would have a wooden handle. You can see the principles of science. The iron is a high conductor of heat, but the wood is a poor conductor of heat. So Mr. Kaguta would put the mbundur in the fire to go red hot, but use the handle to hold the handle, to handle the red hot and apply it on the cow. Science, this is science. Material science. This is material science. Which material is a conductor of heat, which is a bad conductor of heat, this is what science is about. But part of the problem, part of the inferiority complex, is that many of the people don't even understand the basics of science. They are mystified. They are mystified. They are not able to tell materials science and how it is affected by electronics, even the AI they are talking about. It is the same process. To get the materials which can do what, which can do this, do the other one. So we need a real awakening and confidence to know that we have been a science society for a long time. The way our people make beer, this is science. Fermentation, how to make the bananas ripen